All right. Woo! Good morning, everybody.
Good
Look,
morning.
yes, my name is Kathy Hood. I am VP of Marketing and Communications with the South Fulton Chamber. We want this morning to fast break. Look, I got my coffee. I don't know about y'all. I had to run and get my cup of coffee for my fast break. Diane, where's your coffee? Oh, you got. See, I'm gonna eat my fast first thing.
I gotta do my water right.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, guys, look. So we want to thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you guys registering and showing up this morning for Fast Break. It's going to be amazing. Each one we've had has been phenomenal. Let me tell you something. I have to always just remind you guys, look, mornings are not my thing. Not this early. And so when we get up and hit that snooze button, I say I can't hit that snooze button too many times, or else I won't be fast breaking on this Tuesday morning. But guys, we are super excited. Diane, I bring Diane where everybody already know who this wonderful lady is. I absolutely love life. So I want for President and CEO, Ms. Diane Matthews. Good morning, Diane.
Good morning. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.
This is so exciting. Like you, I'm not a morning person, but I only hit snooze one time. But I'm wide awake right now. So welcome, everyone. So happy to have you with us for this exciting fast break today. So sit back and enjoy. I hope you got your networking in just a little while ago, and we're getting ready to get started. So I have the pleasure of introducing today's keynote speaker, which is someone that all of us know, Mr. Michael Hightower, founder of the collaborative firm, former county commissioner, former College Park city council person. I could just go on and on. Husband, father, now father-in-law also. And just the person that we all know is the guru of economic development for South Fulton County and the Southern region. So it is a pleasure to have Michael with us today. You're going to get some real good nuggets out of this. So I'd like to bring on Mr. Michael Hightower.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Hey, Michael.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Because am I in the right place? Number one.
Yeah.
You're in the right place.
You're in the right place, especially at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, look, it was. I was a little nervous asking Michael to show up and be speaking all at the same time, early, first thing in the morning, right?
Well, I get up early in the morning. I'm not like you. I get one early.
Michael, don't be telling my business that. Don't be telling. I already know. Okay.
I believe in fast breaks. You know, I'm a superstar, at least in high school. Well, good morning. I'm going to get to the point. And Kathy, thank you and Diane for inviting me, and thank you for the guests and everybody who signed in. So this, I'm so excited because when she mentioned fast break at 7:30 is really gets us going. So to the Southern Chamber of Commerce again for another excellent program for our businesses and for our Diane, Kathy told me to take about no more than 15 minutes so we can have maybe some chat Q&A. Was somebody managing the chat or the Q&A?
Yes, and be looking for the questions.
Okay, I think today's topic, of course, is about collaboration. Yes. Kathy asked me to talk about collaboration. Let me just say, I think one of the reasons Kathy probably did that is that the name of my firm is the Collaborative Firm. The Collaborative Firm. And I, as I thought about this morning, Kathy, what would I talk about? How would I approach this? I said, keep it simple. Collaboration, right. Talk about why did I name my firm the Collaborative Firm? That ties directly to the purpose of your day. And the firm started, and Diane, I'm going to age you now, 20 years ago this past June 1st. So June 1st of this year was a 20-year anniversary of our company. Diane, you're getting old. Diane Matthews. She's not a friend's guest, so I can say that I'm going to be in trouble later, but I'm enjoying the
Okay.
moment right now. But 20 years ago, we birthed the idea of collaboration through our firm. And why do we do that? Our field is urban planning, development, as Kathy indicated, and being involved in a lot of the activities that has propped up in growth in South Metro, South Fulton, DeKalb, Clayton, Atlanta, and other places throughout the region. And as you know, representing developers and governments, there's sometimes friction. Well, there's friction in each one of your businesses every day. And the worst thing we can do when friction comes is to clamp down and put your fist up. But success in your home, in your business, in your community is how you collaborate and work together. It's not always pleasant. As a matter of fact, the best collaboration is not pleasant sometimes. Because in order to accomplish challenging goals with people, anytime people are involved, challenges come. And we know that even with your kids and your families. So I think that's how we developed the term collaboration. So we made it a point in one of our very first zoning cases now in the city of South Fulton at Sandtown Center, where Regency Hills is located. In those places, we got involved with collaborating with the developer and the community for success. So that's how we came up with the name. And since that time, we've represented a variety of developments and businesses that have had to come together for a common good. So keep in mind the collaboration, of course, is working together for common purpose. Let me give you guys a few basic definitions for collaboration. Working with someone to produce or create something. Something produced or created by collaboration. Working with a group in order to create something. And there are a variety of types of collaboration, team collaboration with your companies. Of course, obviously, network collaboration with the new opportunities like the Chamber has did the pre-COVID, the Chamber had the evening after hours as network collaboration, collaboration within the cloud, within your technology, video collaboration like we're doing right now, internal collaboration with your teams within your company or your consultants, external collaboration with external partners, but also external collaboration to get new business opportunities. And of course, strategic alliances. And a good collaborative example is Women University, which Kathy has founded, that collaborates with the Chamber of Commerce. So collaboration comes in a variety of ways, and these are just some things. What are the benefits of collaboration? First, there's the individual benefit for the individual. That is, the person gets a chance to grow their interpersonal skills and to be an even better success story as it relates to their growth. It also, collaboration allows you to train yourself with your strengths and interpersonal weaknesses. Real collaboration challenges the individual to determine how they can get past communication obstacles, etc. Learn to get out of the way. Collaboration. If you listen to the situation and be honest with yourself, you will know as you collaborate when to get in the way, when to get out of the way. Collaboration also forces you to adjust your ego, or to boost your ego, or to manage your ego. Collaboration will also, if you listen to lives and you prepare, it will chart you a path forward. You can determine what are the pitfalls to get to success. You can determine, is that person being difficult for a particular reason? Are you having problems communicating because of self-interest? Or does the person not understand what you're trying to ask or sell them, or get their buy-in on? And also collaboration is important to have you must have the right environment to have right collaboration. And that doesn't mean necessarily you have to be in the person's face during this COVID time frame, but COVID is gone now. But real collaboration means having the environment, be it virtual, in person, Zoom, whatever you are doing, whatever mechanism you have to collaborate, an appropriate email. And again, small things can really impact collaboration if if you do it right. So collaboration has so many benefits. And also the other critical piece about collaboration is to really examine your and the other part communication skill set. How do they talk? How do they interact? What are their weaknesses? One of the most important aspects of true collaboration is understanding what you want, what the other individual or the other company or the group wants, and define commonalities. Define things that you have in common that you're not going to disagree about. And then the other challenging part is to truly examine this. And one phrase I always use, and Diane Matthews always remembers this phrase, hopefully: motivation determines action. Motivation determines action. Action. Success really hinge on the individual, who, the leader, and that's each one of you today and others, defining the motive of yourself, the other person, or the other group. Defining the motive. The motive might be just getting to know. The motive may be getting new business. The motive may be obtaining a loan. The motive may be going to graduate school. The motive may be just finding out how to survive. So what is the motive? Motive determines action. So true collaboration requires you to define the motive. One other small, simple example I want to say. And it sounds so simple, but it's so helpful. Write down on your phones, your iPads, your iPhone, on a notepad. Make it very simple. Write down 2 to 3 challenges, or 2 to 3 outcomes, rather, in the situation that you want to accomplish. One of those examples could be very simple. I want to join Woman University to be one of their upcoming success stories. So I can first collaborate with Kathy Hood to determine how do I do that. But let's take it to a different level. Let's assume I want to get a business loan with Bank X, and I need a collaboration with a third party to assist me with that. Write those 2 or 3 steps out, define the strengths, define the weaknesses, and define the pitfalls. But real collaboration forces you to identify your motive and your desired action. Your motive and desired action. Now, the truth be told, we do that every day. We wake up, we put our, like Senator Warnock said, get up, get dressed, put your shoes on when he ran for Senate. Get up, get dressed, put your shoes on. That's the thing that I most liked about Senator Warnock, because what they're saying is get ready to go out there. So once you're going out there, once you leave your place of comfort, you have a motive. And that's okay. We all have motives. We don't want to say it. We have motives. Each day I wake up, one of the things I've learned in business is that no matter what happened yesterday, define today. What are the 3 to 5 things that I must do today, no matter what? Same morning at the same time. So again, once you do that, that allows you as a leader, as a business owner, as a future business owner, to know where you got to go. And that also defines who you're going to talk to, who you're going to collaborate with. Because I think that critical piece is always thinking through, what is that challenge where you have to use different skills? So I think those are just some of the examples of collaboration that I want to talk about today. Finally, before we get into some Q&A, because I know I got about 3 more minutes, outcomes. One of the principles of Stephen Covey, the 7 habits of successful people, is, and I go there, there's 7 habits, and I believe in 2 of those explicitly. Number 1 is first things first, and put the end in mind. First things first is one of the 7, and another one of the 7 is start with the end in mind. Start with the end in mind. So if you're trying to get to a point, start with the end in mind. Start with, I want to Example, I want to build a Publix supermarket. I want to build one. There's one on Camp Creek in Camden right now. I want to build a Publix supermarket. So if I start with that end in mind, identify, you know, the significant challenges to do that, document those, and then I go back and start from the beginning. I need to collaborate with number one, 3 or 4 things off the bat: buying the land, getting the money, getting approval. So those are 3 steps that we have to do in order to build a public supermarket. Now, collaboration will start from day one to, you know, either if you, unless you're going to bankroll it out of your back pocket like Kathy Hood does, you have to determine, how do I get resources to do it? Two things. Even if you have the money, you're going to have to talk to somebody. But then there's so many other steps in between that you have to talk to people, collaborate, influence, gain their support. But it goes back to some very basic nuggets this morning. Motive determines action. Collaboration involves knowing how to work with others to get to a common goal. And finally, real collaboration defines success in a clear, sober way. We must all remember that each and every day we have to collaborate. But successful collaboration requires, number one, you to have an honesty with yourself before you start on this journey. 2, respect the rights and views of others. Probably not going to agree with them half the time because you're coming from 2 different perspectives, 2 different motives. But you have to understand and respect the other person's viewpoint. If you don't do that, you're going to shortchange yourself on your road to success. So, Kathy, in my final minute, I'm just excited about being here this morning. Fast break is fast break. I'm ready to go. I have several significant points of challenge today, but I've already thought about ways how we have to collaborate. Prior to this call, for collaboration purposes, I've outlined 7 different emails on 7 different events that's going to happen between now and noon today. I've had 5 different calls prior to this call about execution of collaboration. Again, identifying what you want, identifying what the other person wants, and then real successful collaboration. Finally, it involves sometimes defeat. Defeat is good because if you win all the time, that means you're not playing high enough. You're not reaching high enough. You're not collaborating enough. Defeat doesn't mean you lost. It means that you just came short of the goal on this moment. And then that means it requires additional collaboration for real success. So, Kathy, it's up to you. I'm listening. Thank you, guys, and let's have a few interactions, and so we can get out of here and make it happen.
All right, Michael, that was awesome. Look, I was typing up my notes. Hold on. Look, I mean, a lot of the things that you just, guys, what he just described are what we do inside of Woman University. And so I love it when you were saying start with the end in mind. And then, you know, then we take the ladies from the vision that they see, you know, back to square one to say, how are we going to get there? And then now that's a great point. Never really put it to them as a collaboration. You got to figure out who you're going to collaborate with. But even though, you know, we tell them the steps, but that really is key, you know, just knowing, you know, what your motives are. You know, I love that defining who, first of all, you know, who you want to collaborate with. And then I love the last thing that you said too about, you know, and even in that, so you're going to have to respect each other, you know, that other person's views, and then just by being honest. And so, you know, I believe we have some high integrity over here, right, Diane? And so all of those were great points. So I wanted to just say thank you. But one thing I do want to ask, just to get it going. So you mean to tell me that egos get caught up in collaborations.
Oh, without a doubt. And that's some of the most successful people who collaborate, they recognize that. First, recognize that egos, particularly in situations that involve um, um, large situations, large projects, and sometimes authority or power that's won or lost by someone else. Let's assume I'm on your woman university staff, and my motive is to make you look bad so I can take over. And that sounds kind of messy and simple, but these are real. It happens.
Exactly.
So my ego may be out of whack. So I have to manage my ego so that I don't go down the wrong road to try to take over your institution just because I think it looks good as on my resume. So egos are but people who are most successful recognize the egos of others, but they also recognize their own ego too.
Right. So do you think that comes from them maybe feeling like they have a better way of doing it? They have a better idea, or they just want to get their idea out there?
Well, I think most people, the thing I learned a lot more since I started in business. People are selfish first by nature. All of us have, be it 1 inch or 20,000 miles of selfishness. If we come to the table with that, just saying it out loud, people, I mean, that's human nature. So once you, and then in a situation business-wise, once we define what it is what if we want, once we define that in its simplistic terms, then that's going to automatically give us at least in deal with the ego, insecurities.
You're right. That's awesome, and that is so true too. And this is like, it's almost like an elephant in the room that people don't like to discuss, but it's real stuff. So that's kind of, I like to go talk about the things that people don't like to talk about, and bring that to the forefront. But that is egos, everybody's whatever, you can call it arrogance, they feeling like they can do it a little bit better, and all that. A lot of that they don't even realize has a lot to do with the success of a project, and instead of just defining what everybody's roles are. That's why I love the gifts. I'm a certified gift coach. When you understand each person's gift, everybody can work in the right slot. Everybody can be they can work in their lane, so to speak, and make the project successful.
Well, one of the things I said earlier about collaborations is that, and this is true with the Chamber, with the Women University, with any of your businesses that are listening, define the commonalities.
Yes.
The would be, I want to go to X. I want to do X. Let's agree what we can agree on first. Put that in a bucket. What can we agree on? What do we, if we have a big development, the agreement should be what it is that we have to fight about or disagree about. Write that down. One of the smallest things that we don't do that's so easy, we don't document our differences and our agreements up front.
Wow. Yeah.
It sounds so simple. Get a basic like this on the screen. It ain't a phone. Write down what you agree with and what you disagree with. First, start what you agree with. I want a blue sky. I want a paved road. I want X. Right now, so you can be amazed sometimes the basic things that we agree on is where we start from.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Simple.
I think too, what you brought out is to sometimes put your ego aside. You're in a room full of other egos, and what your motive and your desired action is. This is what you want. So in order to get it, sometimes you got to put that ego aside of yours and listen and basically truly collaborate. That's the middle name of the chamber. That's what the chamber is about. That's what we're trying to impart into our small business members who are really trying to take it to the next level. So, I mean, what you gave us today, Michael, is just worth probably $1 million if you actually apply it every day. The outcome is going to be great. So thank you so much for that.
And the final piece, and then we got to go, is don't be afraid when you don't meet your mark the first time. Successful leaders fail. The majority of successful leaders in the world, in America, black, white, blue, green, fail somewhere. When you get back up. Again, let's go back to Senator Warnock. Get up, get dressed, put your shoes on. In this campaign for the U.S. Senate, that resonated so many people because you have to get up, get dressed, put your shoes on. That's how you're successful in this life. When you put your shoes on, you're going to battle. Battle is not a bad thing. Battle is success. But don't be afraid, because if the person working alongside me hadn't dug a ditch, you don't have any grease on your pants, you ain't got no blood on your shoulder, you ain't ready to collaborate. You have to know and understand to do some things that you have to been through some things. To do some things, you got to been through some things. So anyway, I don't much, but I think we're good.
No. So if anybody have any,
we lost you, Kathy, on the screen, but go ahead. We can hear you better. We lost you for a second.
Kathy. So if anyone has any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat box and we can read it.
Maybe I talked too much, Diane.
Okay. I think you answered all the questions, evidently. Well, Michael, is there anything else you want to impart?
No, I think I've talked enough, and I know when to stop talking. I think we've had a good, very specific topics to talk about, and I think it's healthy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, listen, everyone, join me in thanking Michael Hightower. I mean, for you to spend this time with us means a whole lot to us, and I know it does to Kathy too, who's probably trying to get back in. But listen, everyone, this has been wonderful. Thank you for being with us, Michael. A million thanks to you again. And everyone, just remember, define motive and desired action. Okay? All right. Thanks again, Michael. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.